laughs from around the world to make you smile, playing games and other things in my own uniquely style. If there's one thing that's true of all the funny things I do, oh burning sky, oh burning sky, we all love you. Singing songs and hunting ghosts, and time rewinds. With my friends the fun won't end, so like, comment, subscribe. If there's one thing that's true of all the funny things I do, oh burning sky, we all love you. What's up, everybody? I'm the BurningSkyCloud, and welcome to Time Lab. So, I don't know much about this game, so I am going in completely blind. But what I do know about it is that you take a time portal thingy into the past of historical events. So, I honestly think that this is going to be quite an interesting experience. This is my, outside of the VR chat, this is my very first time playing a whole new different game in VR. Actually, no, that's a lie, because I played Phasmophobia in VR before. But this is a VR only kind of game, required for the VR headset only. Anywho, let's check this place out, shall we? Ooh. I'm nothing but hands! Closed secondary circuit? What? Oh no. The attorney thing. Oh. Well, isn't this something? I have to get used to the controls here. Let's see. Missing power. Oh, missing power. Alright. Aha. Oh, that's how I move. Alright. Oh, interesting. So that's an exit. Smooth. There we go. Alright, but, it doesn't help me. Now, let me see here. Closed secondary circuit. Ah, here we go. Open the gate. Analyzing access. Thank you. Activate reactor. Whoa. Hello. So I'm exploring the time lab. No, the elevator doesn't work. Uh-huh. What do we got here? Reset, stop, energy level. All that's good. Can't really do anything about that. So... Ooh. Request data cartridge. Yo. This is amazing. Margaret Hamilton. Was she the inventor of time? I don't want to go upstairs right now. They forgot to make the turn-in stuff, yeah, they should have put in something for turn-in. Hello, what do we got here? Castle Falkens, Hindenburg, and Apollo 11. Oh! Castle Falkens. Alright, so the builder of the world-famous Neuschwanstein Castle, King Ludwig II of Bavaria, had the idea for Falkenstein Castle in 1883, which has remained unrealized to this day. Explore the bedchamber of the never-realized castle to grasp Ludwig's sophisticated oh no, not another big word. Architectural visions. The data package also includes the entertaining game Tower of Defense. Includes experience the Falkenstein bed chamber, the prologue, game Tower of Defense, quiz, and gem. Alright, let's go grab it. Basketball! Operate Space-Time Simulator. Oh, a little Roomba. It's Gero Herzinger. It's gotta be German. Oh, yay. Whoa. That is amazing. The graphics in this game. Oh, this is where I put you. Space-Time Simulator. Correct. Oh, a 3D model. So this is what it is, huh? Why does it not want to work for me? Alright, then I'll just... Yeah, it's interesting. Feels like you could make a playset out of all this stuff. So, you know, 3D printing, that is interesting. You can make anything, you can create anything into reality. I just want figurines, to be honest. City Racer. No? Nothing? War of Cells. So this is a 3D printer. Is there anything else? Oh. Why is the basketball glowing? Let me take a look upstairs. Oh. Let me go grab the thing. Minigames. Oh, cool. Activation requires one-time activation of the space simulator. Oh, deactivate it. I don't know where that is then. Well, let me see what that is. Test my knowledge of the castle Falkenstein. What is the external architecture style of Falkenstein called? Ooh, that is a good question. Falkenstein Castle was planned in the immediate vicinity of its D. The consistent design model of Castle Falkenstein, it's the... eh? When did Ludwig II of Bavaria live? Oh, you've got... Oh, that's some good history to figure out. I feel like B would be the answer. The most important room in the castle is a combination of the bed chamber and I don't know, D? Which architectural era was intended for the bed chamber of the castle? I don't know, B? No, A. Which pair of lovers from medieval literature shouldn't be showed as a wall painting in the bedchamber of the castle? Oh, I have no idea. I'm gonna pick C because C hasn't been picked. Which well-known building should serve as a model for the design of the bedchamber? The White House in Washington, D.C. I'm gonna go with D. Which bird should be depicted in the floor mosaic? Falcon and Swan. Before the start of construction of the castle, would you have... Oh, 30%. Unfortunately, that was nothing. The topic doesn't seem to suit you. So, I got 2, 6, and 8 right. Well, let me look at some of the stuff here. I'm getting to know your history now. What in the what? Peaches, peaches, peaches. What a water. Oh! Oh! Thank you! A very space-time simulator. Glug, glug, glug. Who cares? Ampere energy and lime cobble. Oh, I don't even know what that word is. Wow. So the mini game. Alright. So I think B. It was definitely that. And C. B. B. I think it was. Uh-huh. And 60. Nice. Remember this. So 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, and 10 are alright. Well, let me go explore more. What is in here? Oh, absolutely nothing. I thought this was going to take me somewhere. But I guess not. Alright, well, what? Oh. Alright. So then I gotta go right over here. Oh, okay, up this way. Yo, Castle Falkenstein. Idea of a castle.
One of the last unrealized buildings of King Ludwig II of Bavaria is the Castle Palace Falkenstein, as well as 2 other projects that could not be realized during his lifetime: the Byzantine Palace in Graswang Valley and the Chinese Summer Palace at Plan C. The construction-spirited king, however, could only realize 3 of his world-famous castles to a large extent: Linderhof Palace, Herrenchiem Sea Palace, and Neuschwanstein Castle. Now, another castle was supposed to be built within direct sight of Neuschwanstein. The planned location is on the 1,200-meter-high Falkenstein crest in Bavaria, between Fronten and Füssen. In 1883, during the construction of Neuschwanstein, the first considerations for Falkenstein were made, a continuation of his construction projects, but this time in the strict Gothic style of medieval knights' castles and full of reminiscences of the Grail knighthood of the Middle Ages. By order of His Majesty, the area was acquired in 1884, despite an empty state treasury. An access road was built, and a water pipeline was laid the following year. Now, the construction work was to begin. However, before that, the medieval castle ruin on the site had to be removed. In addition, several meters of rocky mass had to be blasted away to create the necessary space for construction. But it turned out differently. In 1886, the king died under mysterious circumstances in Lake Starnberg near Munich, and his architectural prestige project remained only a dream. Fortunately, there is still a large treasure trove of historical planning material. Floor plans, sections, vedutes, sketches, and many written documents allowed for an accurate virtual construction of the never-built castle. There are 3 designs for Falkenstein Castle that we should look at. The first design is the responsibility of the stage painter Christian Jank. His so-called ideal design is unfortunately not feasible, as the planned castle for the crest is far too generously dimensioned. This is merely an inspiring architectural fantasy. The second and very modest design, adapted to the financial capabilities of the state treasury, is provided by the Bavarian chief building director, Georg von Dahlmann, prompting the king's extremely outraged reaction and his immediate removal from his position. The third variant was developed by the Bavarian architect Max Schulze and continued and expanded by the Austrian architect Julius Hofmann.
Oh, wow.
This larger dimension design now corresponds more to the king's preferences. Most plans and sketches are available for this final planning variant. It formed the basis for the interpretation of the virtual model. In the interior plans, the bedchamber is particularly well developed, where the throne, an altar, and a washstand are also located. Thus, the bedchamber is a multi-functional space. This simulation showcases the most important room of a castle that was never built in the real world.
Oh, really? So... well, alright. Let's enter the world and see what it... take a look at things.
Welcome to the royal sleeping chamber of Falkenstein Castle. Ludwig's bedroom resembles a Byzantine church. Planned as a multifunctional space, the hall essentially includes a bed, a home altar, a washstand, and a throne. The exterior and predominantly the interior of the castle are strictly planned in the Gothic architectural style. However, the showcased bedroom was intentionally conceived in the style of a Romanesque Byzantine sacred space. Models for this were the Dome Basilica of Hagia Sophia in Constantinople, present-day Istanbul, the court church of All Saints in the Munich Residenz, as well the magnificent throne room of Neuschwanstein Castle. On the left side of the floor plan, the main apse is recognizable. An apse is a semicircular space with a half-dome vault, where the altar is typically located in a church. In the king's plan, the bed is intended to be placed here. In front of the main apse are the two smaller opposing side apses with a home altar and a washstand. In the large central square main room, a throne is supposed to be positioned on one side wall. The throne plays a lower role in Ludwig's plan. Above, in the dome, a starry sky can be seen, symbolizing a spiritual connection to the realm of God.
Huh.
The star dome serves as a metaphor for an imaginary ascension to heaven.
Man, I may not be a guy of history, but like learning about that kind of stuff is definitely knowledgeable.
Above the main entrance in the left arch, a mural depicts the romantic couples from the Parzival Saga by Wolfram von Eschenbach. Featured are Elsa and Lohengrin, Parzival and Condwiramours, and Gamaret and Herzaloid. The mural reflects the lofty ideal of medieval courtly love.
Ah. So it's like all the relationships then, huh? Yeah, and right in here.
Above the throne in the right arch, love couples from medieval literature are depicted. Here you can see Tannhäuser and Venus, Siegfried with Brunhilde, and Tristan and Isolde. The mural featuring these couples, who are also protagonists in Wagner's operas, explores the theme of overcoming death through the power of love.
And we all know what the power of love represents. Because I don't.
The throne, entirely made of gilded ivory, plays a subordinate role in this room. Its designated place is only along a side wall. The reason for this seems to be that, during this time, Ludwig had little interest in mundane royal business activities and consequently did not wish to receive anyone. The door to the left of the throne would lead directly into a Gothic dining room.
Yo, that's awesome. Unfortunately, it's a place that we can't get to, so where I'm at, I can only do the area.
The template for the floor mosaic was inspired by a description from the Byzantine Imperial Palace. In the center of the floor, a cartwheeling peacock, one of Ludwig's favorite animals, proudly displays itself. Around the peacock, 4 eagles with outspread wings are depicted.
So there's the answer for one of them. So... the bed main apse.
In the apse vault, in the upper area of the main apse, you see a depiction of the Virgin Mary with the infant Jesus sitting on her lap. Jesus' hand is raised in blessing. The inspiration for this motif was drawn from the Hagia Sophia and the Court Church of All Saints in Munich. The Madonna representation is flanked by 4 praying angels. Below the motif is the bed. Given that in sacred architectures an altar is usually placed there, and in royal chambers, a throne is customary. This late 19th century design introduces an absurdity. However, Ludwig insisted on placing the bed in that location to fully embody the model of an absolute ruler who, immediately upon waking, engages in sacred prayer before proceeding to the throne to attend to his worldly duties. The bed in the main apse is intended to be the focal point of the spatial composition. Above the bed box, a canopy is supported by columns, and on the dome roof of the bed canopy, there is a crown made of gilded bronze adorned with gemstones.
So he basically put his own bedroom in the throne room. Wouldn't that be like? I guess he didn't really care if people came in and saw him asleep in his bed. But you know that that would work. Honestly, that I do believe that would be very helpful. That it would have been helpful for him to wake up and go straight into his throne, which is right there, to do what he must as his kingly duties. Home altar.
In the left side apse, there is the home altar, a replica of a Romanesque Byzantine altar from a Belgian church dating back to the 12th century. The upper part of it is called a triptych, which is a three-part folding altarpiece. Sacred reliefs are incorporated into the wing doors, with two gilded angels guarding the center.
Really cool. Oh, and a washstand. But it's not a bathroom.
In the right side apse stands the Byzantine washstand in the form of a baptismal font.
Oh.
Models for this were found in the St. Mark's Basilica in Venice and in a church in Ravenna. In the lower part of the washstand, apostles are incorporated as reliefs. A bronze lion's head serves as the faucet. On the basin sits a bronze falcon with outspread wings which can spout water into the sink through its beak.
That's really cool. You gotta appreciate the kind of histories that people lived in the past. Times were much different back then compared to how things are now. But yeah. Oh, oh, with the bed, with the way the bed is raised like this, nobody would even think twice until they actually realized it. It's just like you walk in, King's not there, you look over, but you don't even see him because the back part's raised to where it's blocking the view. But if this is a washstand, then is the bathroom in a different location? Or is there a bathroom here? Wow. Alright, well. Oh. Okay, I did everything.
Ludwig's buildings are primarily to be understood as fully composed total works of art, in which architectures merge with spectacular illuminations and musical accompaniments into theatrical productions. What musical work would be more suitable for the virtual Castle Falkenstein than the Wagner opera Parsifal? You are now listening to a later recording of the prelude of an opera that premiered in 1882 at the Bayreuth Festival Theater. In 1883, shortly after the composer's death, Parsifal was performed in Munich for Ludwig, who had previously financially supported Richard Wagner for several years as a private separate performance.
Man, can you imagine going back in time to listen to this? Genre of music back then was way better than most of the garbage music that you listen to today. Granted, there is still some good music, but to each their own. I'm probably gonna get copyrighted for this. No, jeez. I didn't think about that. But, oh well. Come on, I'm recording history. Why wouldn't people want to know their history? What, you think that you're just born in a specific era, start to finish, and no other history happened? Like, how does that work? How does the mind think like that? Really, really cool. Yo.
This is how the royal bedchamber would look at night. Moonlight and candles now illuminate the room.
Yo, that is amazing.
Ludwig's buildings are primarily to be...
Never mind. Well, alright. That is really cool. I love how the moonlight gets reflected from the windows. I don't know, it makes it look so much cooler. But you know, I didn't think to look out upon the land. Wow. You can definitely see a lot from here. How cool. You know, they teach you a lot about history in school. But they never teach you about this kind of history. Because, you know, why would they want to teach you about any other history related, you know, why would they want to teach you history from other countries? Well, I think I pretty much explored everything there is to explore here. Will that take me... Oh wow, there we go. That was cool. So now that I activated the space-time Tower of Defense, now that I explored... Oh! Yo, alright. Not enough tension. Oh! There we go. Getting close. There we go. I see. I got you guys. No. Got y'all. Uh-oh. Oh no, they're coming for the castle. Shut up. Alright, let's do this. No, not yet. Gotcha. Oh. Oh, that's how I was supposed to do it. Alright, it's back onto this thing then, huh? Oh, snap. Okay. Huh. Oops. Oh no. This isn't going well. There we go, that's got them. Man, these guys are ruthless. Alright, this is anywhere. Ooh. This is fun. Come on now. Well, that worked. No one gets inside this castle. Oh, snap. Oh, this is go down here. Oh. Well, okay. Well, I'm not starting over again. But I will say that was fun. Oh, if you want me to, if you do actually want me to finish that, then let me know. Ooh, I'm gonna try the basketball. But next time we will definitely go on to the next mission, to the next time year. Where's the friggin' basketball? Oh man, that's gonna be hard. But anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little history lesson of the castle. Is that all that there is? Just those three. I feel like there should be more. But anywho, if you did enjoy this episode, please like, comment, and share. And don't forget to subscribe to see more in the future. I'll catch you later.